Hi everyone, what is up and welcome back to another video. My name is Will the Cuber. Hope you're all doing well. Today I'm going to be making my first ever tutorial on this channel. I'm going to be showing you how to use and set up, in my opinion, the best way to use CS Timer. So if you don't know what CS Timer is, it is a cubing website where you can record your solves for all the WCA events and lots more. And there's heaps of things you can do with it, and I'm going to show you how to set it all up today. So first thing we want to do is head on over to Chrome. I am in incognito window, so it doesn't save any of my stuff. And we want to head on over to cstimer.net. This is the page you're going to be greeted with. So I'm going to press F11 on my keyboard, and that's going to full screen it. Okay, so these are the colors, and I'm just going to walk you through all the buttons that you can see here on your screen. So starting in the upper left corner over here, we have the settings. This is what we're going to be doing a lot of work in. So it's got all the different categories of settings. This is the export button, where you can export all your things, or your times to your WCA profile or your Google profile, or you can export it to a file or a server. There's lots of stuff you can do there, but you don't have to worry about that too much. Here we can press this, and the scramble will either appear or disappear. So if you want the scramble or not want the scramble. Here we can see the list times, so we can make all of this disappear. It's quite clean, but this is where we can see the times that we'll do. Here we can donate to CS Timer, so if you really like CS Timer, I guess you can donate there. And here is the tools, which we can change the tool to multiple things with this button here. So those are those. Here we have our sessions. So our sessions can be for multiple different things. You can have them for different events. You can have them for practice sessions. You can do whatever you want. We can go to session 2, session 3. We'll talk more about that later. Alright, so up here we have the scramble. We can press this next button to go to the next scramble, and the last button to go to the last scramble. Here, where it says WCA, this will change the pretty much the type of scramble. So 2x2 scramble if you wanted that, and then, but if you keep it on WCA, and then change it here. That's usually the best thing to do. But there are lots of other things that you can go into there, and we'll go into that later. But yeah, those are the main buttons, and then in the center, obviously, you've got your time, average of 5 and average of 12. So let's get into making this look nicer, because I don't really like these colors. But you can make whatever colors you want, really. So here, we're going to press our settings button. We're going to go to display, color, sorry. And we can change lots of things. So there are multiple themes here for you, and you can pick one if you like one. The black one is quite nice. White, if you just want it white out. Style 6. Style 6 is quite a nice color. But you can also just pick your own colors. So background color, might want that black. The board color, you might want that white. You will have to change the text color first. So the font color, you might want to make that red, and then the board color, make that white. I don't know, whatever you want. This looks pretty cool. This isn't how I have mine set up, but you can play around with this, see what you want to do. And these are the color schemes. So leave these the same unless you have a different colored cube. But on a regular cube, this is the colors that you will have. Okay, so now we have that done. Let's move to sessions. So let's say we're doing 3x3. We want the session to be for 3x3. So the scramble's already on 3x3, but we want it to be called 3x3. So we're going to press this little session button here, and it's going to show us all our sessions. We're going to press, so we're currently on session 1. We can do this with all the sessions, but we're currently highlighted on session 1. We can press this little 3 dots button, and we can go rename, create, split, delete, sort, export CSV, but we're just going to go rename, and we can rename it to whatever we want, but I'm just going to rename it to 3x3. I'm going to press OK, and you can see now that it is a 3x3. It is for 3x3. So So the next part will be if you have a stack mat timer or if you don't have a stack mat timer. We'll go into if you don't have a stack mat timer first. If you don't have a stack mat timer at the moment, it's fine. It's totally fine. It'll work the same. You hold spacebar, you press spacebar to stop, and that will stop your time. And if you want to clear the entire session, press this little X here and press OK. So that is if you don't have a stack mat timer or a YJ timer or a timer like that. So that's how you do that. If you want inspection when you're using keyboard, you can go to timer down here. You can use WCA inspection to always and turn on voice if you want the voice alert, and then it will you can see it'll go like 15 and it'll give you an alert at 8 seconds.
8 seconds.
As you can see there, and then you can start and stop. So that's all good to go now if you're using keyboard. If you are using StackMat or anything like that, you're going to come on over to settings and go to timer again, and where it says entering times with, and then you want to click timer and change it to typing. And now when you do a solve on your StackMat or whatever, you can just pop in the time. So if you got like a 26.35, you can go like that, and it's going to enter the time. Now you don't need to put the point, so I could just go 26.35 and it's going to do the exact same thing. So yeah, that's how you do it with typing. We're just going to move back to keyboard. So that is the simple parts of it. Let's have a look at these tools first. So the one that's automatically on is Draw Scramble. So if I do this Scramble, my 3x3, I can see here that it is the exact same as the one there. So that is to make sure you get the right Scramble. We can click on Draw Scramble though and change it to a whole bunch of other things. Scramble Generator, Confirm Time. I usually use Confirm Time on my one, so if we get a time here, we can add a comment, we can +2 DNF, we can copy the Scramble with this little button here, copy it to clipboard, you can see the date it was done. It's just a quick way to be able to do that kind of stuff, and we can also press that X and press OK to delete. Statistics, time distribution, so if you have quite a lot of times, time trend will be where you can see all that. So if you have lots of times, you can see how you've improved. Going over Draw Scramble, solvers. I don't know that much about these, but this one's for solving the cross. So it'll tell you like what layer you want to solve the cross on, whatever. If you want it to Bluetooth cube, you can connect a Bluetooth cube. Metronome. If you practice with a metronome, you can do that. So you can see it start the metronome. You can make it real fast. Turn back down, whatever. I don't use a metronome, but if you want to do that to practice, then you can. Online competition, common Scramble, and StackMat. If you want to connect a StackMat timer, then you can do that. So I'm just going to pop it on confirm time. So those are all the basic things for CS Timer. So if we want to make a new session, we can go to there and we can call it whatever we want. We could call it 2x2. 2x2. So now we're in the 2x2 session, and we can change the Scramble up here to 2x2 as well. Now it's a 2x2 Scramble. So yeah, this is CS Timer, but I'm just going to go into a few more things that you can do to help you're practicing and stuff. So we're going to make a new session. We're going to call it, I won't call it anything, but you can call it whatever you want. We're going to go to settings, and well, this is going to be so you can track your splits in CS Timer. So track your cross, track your F2L, track your OLL. So I'm going to turn multi-phase up to 4. So 1 for cross, 1 for F2L, 1 for OLL, and then the last one for PLL. So that will be how we will do our multi-phase. So, and how to track our splits. Now, we can start the inspection. I have my cube right here, and I'm gonna just do a solve like normal. So I'm nearly done with cross. When I'm done with cross, I'm just gonna hit the keyboard once, and it's going to register a split. Okay, this is a really bad solve, but I'm finished with F12, so I'm going to hit it again. I'm finished with OLL. I'm finished with PL. Okay, that was really bad, but we can now see my split. So I did cross in 5 seconds, F12 in 16 seconds, OLL in 3, PLL in 6. So yeah, basic tracking of your splits. That's great for practice. If you are using a stack mat and you're typing the times in, then you won't be able to do this. You would just want to change it to keyboard for a bit, but you can use that as a practice. And that is probably everything you need to know to get your CS timer set up well. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please remember to subscribe. It helps the channel heaps and it's free. And if you don't enjoy, then you can unsubscribe later, whatever. And remember to leave a like on this video. My name is Willie Cuba. I'll see you in the next video.